March 27th, 2025. Romans 12:2. Do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Then you will be able to test and approve what is the good, pleasing, and perfect will of God. Revelation 2:4. But I have this against you. You have abandoned your first love. Colossians 1:27. To them God has chosen to make known among the Gentiles the glorious riches of this mystery, which is Christ in you, the hope of glory. Get rid of all bitterness, rage, anger, harsh words, and slander, as well as all types of evil behavior. Instead, be kind to each other, tender-hearted, forgiving one another, just as God through Christ has forgiven you. Ephesians 4:31-32. Kindness must be weaved through the fabric of the love you hold for your beloved. This thread must be strong enough to hold the more fragile emotions together. Seek to be kind to your mate. Look for special ways to be gentle and sensitive. Together, you can weather any storm. Ephesians 4:32. Be kind and tender-hearted to one another, forgiving each other just as in Christ God forgave you. Reflection. The external pressures to find comfort in conforming can be difficult to overcome. The reliance on God does not make sense on the surface and by design is countercultural. However, we must be careful, as taking pride in the significance of standing out in the crowd is not any less conforming to the world's obsession of becoming outstanding within it. Both of these demand recognition and are self-serving. The transformation of our renewed mind shows us that He is the one outstanding, standing out in the crowd. We are not required to be noticed. God does not need to be our first-degree connection to show how important He is. The state of the church is critical, as the spiritual atrophy is nearly beyond recovery. It seems that the only place God is impossible to find is in the church that He is supposed to embody. Instead, individuals with no regard for God possess some of the strongest divine qualities of Christ. This should not be, yet it is. This is not a novel concept, for the Gentiles have now become the Pharisees. The Gentiles of this generation are being brought into His light. The mystery is that we idolize the acceptance of God so much that we reject His actual acceptance, forcing God to honor what we have created for Him on our understanding. Prayer. Thank you for the love that removes the bitterness and evil. You give us the comfort of knowing You even when we are discarded for honoring Your sacred truth. May we not be conformed to this church world, but embrace Your transformation of loving devotion and live in the forgiveness You have for us and one another.